Hey Capricorn, intuitive soul coach here with your October 2023 career reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. These are general readings. Please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you are interested in a personal reading or entering into the free monthly reading giveaway, or even signing up for the monthly newsletter, you can find all of that information in the description box below your video. All right, welcome. This is good for any placement of Capricorn in your chart. Now, right away here, I'm getting the word deadline. So some of you, there could be a deadline coming up for a project, for a grant, a scholarship. Maybe you're working on a project and you are ready to launch here. Maybe someone expects you to finish a task at hand, okay? Whatever this is for you, I'm kind of getting the same energy as I received in Libra's reading, where there could be a really big opportunity coming in that can bring about a lot of change, but it feels almost like crunch time, or I'm crunching numbers, or I'm seeing if this is going to work here. Okay, so deadline, but it feels good, and your cards here are fantastic so far. I feel like you've been strategizing, you've been using your brilliant mind. There could be a job change, there could be a promotion or some sort of advancement, because you do have follow-up energy here as well. So I feel like someone is actually going to follow up with you or reach out to you. Perhaps you've had a deadline for a book or a contract. You may get reoffered, okay? You may get reoffered. So if you were in a temporary position and you weren't quite sure if that was going to bring in a permanent position after that period was up, I feel like someone's going to offer you that permanent position, okay? If this is a situation where you've pitched a product, or you've pitched a service, or there's been something that you've put out into the universe, I do sense that there's going to be a follow-up, and it could even be an interview as well. So let's dive in. You have the cutlery showing up in your recent past. This is all about business tools. It's about needing more money so you can live a life of luxury, live a life where you're able to pay the bills, live well, right? It could be food related here. You may be the sole provider, or you're just needing a little bit more work. Now, this is your recent past position. So I feel like what you're doing here is you're finding ways to bring in additional income sources, or you're looking at your beliefs and views around money or currency. Okay, this is about you using the tools that you have, magician energy. And you can see here that there is the spoon that's missing. And as I always say when this card comes up, it's hard to eat soup without a spoon. It's hard to eat it with a fork, right? But you really have that spoon, and that is the missing piece that you've been really digging in and wondering, okay, how can I use all the tools when I feel like something is missing? And that missing piece may have been a spark, right? Spark of creativity, spark of inspiration, because you have the creativity card showing up here. And I feel for you, you are on the right path. There's a sense of determination here within you where your hard work is paying off. And now I see here in the month of October, because this is the present month energy, this is all about you catching that lucky break. There could be something you're willing to gamble on, something you're willing to risk here. You're willing to risk it, but it's going to pay off. If you take this chance here, it's going to pay off in big ways. And again, I'm getting a lot of that same Libran energy. So if you have any Libran placements in your chart, you may want to check that out. And we also have Libra in the South Node at this time. So there could be some big changes around career and finances for the better. Now, some of you may have a job that has to do with finance. Okay, maybe you work in the financial industry, banking, anything of that nature as well. This could be an outdoorsy job, whether you work with Mother Nature's products, right? Or you work with her plants or her herbs. I feel like you are doing things that can bring you a lot of profit. And if you feel like you haven't been able to tap into that profit yet, it's coming, because it may feel a little bit risky, okay? But there's a surprise coming in here for you, Capricorn, that maybe you can or cannot see. But I feel like what the surprise is that 10 of Pentacles. This is my 10 of Pentacles card here, the tree of life, but it's the money tree as well. So it's financial growth. It's all about your career, your reputation, your business, your ideas coming to fruition. There's a sense of a lot of abundance here. I keep getting that. And you have two two cards that say outdoors job. So someone certainly could work outdoors. Maybe you're able to travel from anywhere in the world. You may work with cannabis, plant medicine. You may work with essential oils. It could be products, wellness products that are plant-based or natural or come from the earth here. Okay, for those of you that are, on the spiritual path, maybe you have a spiritually based business. I feel like you are finding new creative ways to grow. And even if you do not have a spiritual based business, I feel like you're grounding your business or your career in reality. There's something that you've been working on for quite some time, and you're going to see that the fruits of your labor are paying off here. This is about family business. This could even be something that you pass down to family. Or it's you leaving your legacy behind and creating that sense of stability. So I really love where this is heading, but you've had to work hard for it. And some of you have had to work without a specific person or a tool, right? Maybe you were missing this piece and you kind of felt like you were limping your way towards the deadline here, or limping your way towards this money tree, because again, you felt like something was missing, that spoon, which is a vital piece of the utensils here. But I feel like you now are able to feel more fortunate, okay? Because the clover can represent that wheel of fortune as well. Fortune and fate intervening because you've worked hard and you've really been wanting this change. So I feel like there is absolutely going to be a follow-up here for you. Follow-up, whether you've reached out and you want to gain a prospect or a potential client or someone to work with. Maybe this is someone that you are having an interview with. And I feel like you will succeed here because you have dressed to impress. Dress to impress. So a lot of you are getting ready to, again, launch your ideas, put yourself out there. You're taking a risk here. Even if this is you walking into an interview room, or you walking into a corporation or a business, or you launching your business plan, that is all a risk because it could potentially fail. We may get rejected. So whatever this risk is for you, maybe you're walking into the bank and you're saying, I'd really like this loan, excuse me, or I'd really like to show you this business plan, whatever it may be for you. If you take the risk and you put in the energy, I feel like it's going to pay off in a big way, and you will receive a follow-up. You're going to dress to impress, and you really will impress. Okay, I feel like you're dressing really well here, whether you are wearing a suit and tie or you are wearing something very, very catchy is what I'm getting here. I'm getting reds and blues. Okay, so if you are wearing maybe a red or a blue outfit or a dress, I feel like that color will really help your confidence. Red's a great color anyway, but I am getting red showing up for you. Now we also have benefits, employee benefits. Some of you are looking into maybe insurance options or the best benefit package here. There could be pension plans, paid vacations, parental leave, health insurance. It may be flexible. You may achieve certain rewards or awards. They're also showing me like a stepping stone here. So it could be that after a certain amount of, clients, numbers, days, whatever this is here, I feel like there are additional incentives. This is also about skills and development. So you're learning and you're growing, and you're taking a look at all of the benefits when it comes to your career, your finances, and your money. And I feel like there's a lot of them here available to you. Now, a lot of you may work from home. Okay, you may work from home. You see here that she has her laptop and she has her pooch right next to her on the bed. So some of you may have the pleasure and the flexibility to work from home. Or if you are looking for a job, there certainly could be a follow-up. Now, some of you may have been denied for a loan, or there could have been a job offer, not so much offer, but a job interview or something in the past that you were denied. And I feel like if this is coming back around here, I feel like it's actually going to pay off with the tree, okay? Because something may have been denied to you, whether it was a loan, whether it was a job, or it just wasn't wasn't the right timing here, I feel like it's going to pay off because there's creativity and big changes showing up next for you. So a lot of changes happening here that are going to put you on that right track. And it's actually going to help you think outside the box in a sense. Okay, so let's dive into your reading here and see what is going on for you. We're going to pull all the cards, get all the cards out here for your Celtic cross, and then we will clarify if need be. So what's the overall energy here for career, income, money, and finances for Capricorn in the month of October, please? What do we have for Capricorn? All right, so wow, I'm loving this. Look at that. You have the sun showing up here as your overall energy. You have the Emperor crossing your energy, and below you, you do have the Five of Air, Five of Swords. So you may have struggled with a boss. Okay, for some of you, if you work in the corporate world, there may have been a boss or just a power play, a power struggle, even in the deep, deep past. It may have been ongoing, or it could have been ever since you may have been let go, or there was some deep conflict between you and another person. I feel like it has been a struggle, but now you're hitting that lucky break. That's why the sun's coming in here. The sun is shining. It's a new energy, a new time for you. You have the Magician showing up in the past. Okay, let's take a look here. How would you like this, Spirit? Thank you. Okay, you're unsure yet of how things are going to turn out because you've been through such a rocky period when it comes to finances here. But I feel like there is a new beginning, and there it is with the Ace of Pentacles showing up in your environment. There's a new beginning here that is going to offer you more flexibility and more freedom. All right, thank you. Oh, wow, and I love your final outcome. So let's just take a look here. Now, your overall energy is the sun. Now, when the sun shows up, and this is really beautiful, I believe it was also Virgo. Okay, Virgo may have received this as the overall energy, and there was also another sign. It may have been Scorpio if you have any of those placements, but this is all about abundance. The sun is one of the best, most positive energy. It's about things going your way, feeling like you're finally getting ahead. It coincides with the clover energy that we see showing up. So this is about your lucky break here, and it certainly can tie up with that outdoorsy energy. So some of you could even be traveling, or you're spending more time in the sun, or you feel like you are a lot happier mentally, physically, financially, and even emotionally, because you took a chance on something, and I feel like it is paying off, and you're feeling good about the decisions that you are making. There's progression here with the sun. So I love that this is your main energy, because this is about you enjoying life, having a sense of feeling success and feeling like your health is better. You're enjoying life instead of waiting for that rug to get pulled out from underneath you, which I certainly see it has happened in the past. For those of you that may be business owners or entrepreneurs, it may have been a struggle for you to kind of get into that status quo of boss or leadership, or really rising to the top within your business. Now, this is Aries energy, and the Emperor is all about creating that sense of stability, because if you are a business owner or an entrepreneur, you know that there can be a lot of back and forth. Maybe one month you are up here and the next month you're down here, but it's finding that balance and what works for you. So it may have felt like a struggle at times with people butting heads, because what's below you here, you do have the Five of Air. Now, when the Emperor shows up as well as your challenge, this could be people that think that they are in charge when they're not. Okay. For others of you, this can also be learning to question the people around you, governing agencies, those of authority, those of higher power, learning to really question the status quo is kind of what I'm getting here for you as well. When the Emperor shows up, there could have been a lot of dominance, or a lot of just power struggles, power plays, and it shows up below you as the Five of Swords. Even though this is in the deep, deep past, some way, shape, or form, it's still coming around at times, affecting your energy. There could have been a really big low blow that hit you, Capricorn, from a boss or someone that maybe at one point you trusted. They were like a leader to you, like a friend. Okay, but the Five of Swords said there was a lot of butting heads, a lot of mental conflict, a lot of stress right? Defeat, feeling like someone's a poor team player when they really should be a boss. This can also feel like if you're a business owner here, feeling a little bit stuck with governing agencies, those in charge, right? Not able to necessarily get the help that you need or feel like anyone knows how to do their job, right? It's like calling one of those calling a company and just wanting to speak with a representative, but you get referred to, AI or a computerized message, and before you know it, you're yelling representative into the phone when you just want a competent person to talk to. And before you know it, you're in your head here, and you're frustrated. And if you do get an actual live representative on the phone, you're stressed out at that point. So some of you actually could be in the call industry, or you may be a representative, or that may have felt that same situation. Maybe you were on the opposite ends and people were treating you poorly because of what was going on within their lives. Okay, whatever this is here, you are questioning, do I stay or do I walk away? Is it worth fighting for? Is it worth hanging on to that, staying on the line for another 10 minutes in hope of, talking to a live person? Are they even going to be able to help me, or are they going to transfer me to a million different people? And I feel like that was the story of your life for quite some time, is being transferred to different people in a sense where it just felt like, I'm getting here shuffling, like a shuffling type of energy. Some of you may have been in a business or in a corporation where a lot of people were coming and going, okay? Or it may have felt like you weren't able to hang on to help if you were the one hiring. There could have been hiring and firing happening here, because they're just showing me a lot of rapid planning and action, but then feeling stuck with the results. Okay. But that's about to change here for you. You do have the 9 of air. It's showing up in reverse. So I feel like it's important that finally you're releasing a lot of the stress that you have been carrying. Now that's in the near future here. Now in the recent past, you've manifested some sort of success, something you've been working on. You've manifested this lucky break. And yes, we can chalk it up as fate and fortune and destiny intervening, but ultimately you are the one who's created this. You've created this by working really hard, by not giving up on your dreams, not giving up on those goals, a sense of achievement here. The Magician has the tools, and we literally said with the cutlery card in the past, this is like the Magician having all the tools, but feeling at times like you're missing something. But what's been happening is it may have felt like a little bit of an illusion, but I feel you now have what you need to manifest on, on the physical level. So the Magician coming in to clarify the past energy is beautiful. Now, what's above you here is the law of attraction, right? The 2 of Cups energy. This is coming into partnership, some sort of union. It could be joining up with the right client, the right patient, the right governing agency, or people who can help you grow. This is about financial support, as well as it is about loving that you are finally able to trust, because trust is a big piece here. I feel like there's someone or there's an energy that you are able to trust and rely on with this 2 of Cups. The 2 of Cups is about important partnerships. And I sense that there is a partnership coming in here where you can rely on this energy, where in the past you've had to question people's motives, or you've had to question, there's been a lot of uncertainty. Maybe you weren't quite sure if this person had your best interest at heart, or if this was the right corporation or the right business or the right ideas. I feel like you're partnering up with spirit, right? You're partnering up with someone or something here in the physical, or all the above, in order to bring you this sunshine, this happiness. Now let's clarify before we move forward here in your reading. Let's just clarify. I want to clarify the sun. Let's see what the sunshine is all about for you. Of course, we know that the sun is one of the best cards in tarot, so we love to see when that sun comes out. But let's take a look at maybe what you've had to really work for to get to the sun moment, or what you can expect coming in with this. What do we need to know? The 3 of Wands. There is noticeable growth. noticeable growth. So even if you are at the beginning of, your business ventures, or you are towards the end, right? Wherever you are at on that spectrum, there's going to be growth here. So it's going to feel good regardless of where you're at, because there's a sense of achievement, right? Whether you've hit the marker line where you want to be at this time, it's here. And I feel that you've struggled to get there. It's taken a lot of patience, determination, and effort. You can see her. It looks like she's running through mountains and marathons here. She's really had to put her time and energy into this situation. Let's get one more. There were setbacks I see in the far past, and the deep, deep past here. I certainly see some setbacks. It could have been mental struggles. It could have been beliefs, or just butting heads with people around you. But there's going to be growth here in this direction that, allows you to come together and celebrate with the Four of Wands and the Star. This is beautiful energy here to clarify that sun, right? Three of Wands says noticeable growth. You're going to feel some sort of ceremony, celebration, success, freedom, liberation. I'm really liking this for you, Capricorn. There's a win coming in here, and a bright new opportunity lies in front of you. So some of you could even be at that finish line. Again, deadline. You're at this finish line, and you finally, you can breathe a sigh of relief. Some of you may even be taking a little bit of a trip or taking a vacation once you've hit that deadline, or once you've, went for that interview. It wasn't as maybe challenging or difficult as you thought it was going to be. It could even be an exam. It could be a test. Okay. It could be a third interview. I feel like the hard part has been done here. All right, let's clarify. I actually want to clarify why the Emperor is showing up here as the challenge. Because the Emperor, it can be difficult when the Emperor, you have 1, 2, 3 major arcanas, 4. You have 4 in your entire reading, and they're pretty big ones as well. So let's take a look and clarify this Emperor. Oh, some of you may have had a fall from grace. Okay, some of you felt shamed. Some of you felt humiliated. Some of you felt like you were being overlooked, right? You felt like you weren't getting recognized for your worth. And maybe even a boss kind of threw you under the bus is what I'm getting here. For you entrepreneurs or business owners, you just felt like you were working, and your product or your services, they weren't being valued as much as you may have valued them, right? And now there's more peace coming in. Okay. You're, I don't want to say stepping down, but you're allowing things to come to you because you've put out so much of that masculine energy of action that now that feminine action of receiving, or I should say the feminine, the receptivity piece is showing up here to bring more peaceful abundance your way. So you don't have to work nearly as hard as you have been in the past. Okay. Let's take a look here. Now we have 9 of air. You know what? I don't think we need to clarify the Magician or even the 5 of Swords, but I do want to see what it is you're attracting. What is this that's in your headspace? What are you bringing into your energy field with the 2 of Cups above you? I feel like it's an emotional opportunity, something that really aligns with your heart and your soul. This is something you've been wanting for quite some time. Let's see what this is. Yeah, as I say, what you've wanted for quite some time. 9 of Wands says you've been in this energy for a while, right? 9 of Wands is withstanding adversity, but you felt a little defeated, Capricorn. At times you wanted to give up. You didn't know if you could keep going any longer. It's here. It's coming in. You're closer than you think. I feel like helpful people are coming in, helpful, resourceful people, right? You will have more work or more money, more income. And you are going through a major change. Remember that change card showing up in the beginning of your reading? This death card is all about a necessary ending in order to have this new beginning. And the 9 of Wands is one step, literally one step away from completion. And that may be that deadline energy that I keep picking up on, because once this deadline comes in, or once this closes up, whatever it is that you've been working so hard on, it's like you hit this next level, this next tier. And you have the death energy coming in that's saying that this is going to be big. This is going to be that moment of, rebirth, rising from the ashes here. As I always say, the comeback is stronger than the setback. So whatever has set you back, or whatever you felt like you were wanting to give up on at times, it's all going to be worth it. Let's get one more to clarify. The Two of Water, Ace of Cups. There it is, the new opportunity from the heart. So beautiful clarifier here. It will be worth it. And this is all about emotional readiness. You have been ready for this for quite some time, but at the bottom you have the Temperance, and it's all about patient balance. So you've had to master the art of patience at times, and no one likes to hear that, especially when you've waited so long or you've worked so hard for something. But I sense that there's definitely a new beginning coming in, and emotionally you are absolutely ready for this. All right. So in the near future, you do have the Nine of Swords in reverse. The Nine of Swords is about sleeping better. Okay. Some of you really need to take care of your health. And for those of you that are light sleepers, or you may have insomnia, nightmares at times. You may need a sleep aid to get to sleep, or maybe you have a hard time unwinding in order for you to get a restful sleep. Do take a look at that, because it's important for us to get the best and the most amount of sleep that's helpful for our bodies. Now, some people can function off less sleep, 4 to 6 hours. Other people need that full 8 hours, and some people need 10 hours. Listen to your body. And if you are struggling, if someone around you maybe they have sleep apnea, or maybe they toss and turn as well, it may be beneficial for you to take a little bit of time for yourself, even if it's sleeping in a different spot. Now, again, don't hate me, but I feel like it's important for you to do you. Sleep in a different area, or turn on some calming music. Set up a bedtime routine. Take a bath with maybe bath salts and essential oils. This can be turning off your phone for an hour before bed. Whatever you need to do, focus on stress management, sleeping better patterns. And some of you, I'm getting here, regulated sleep. So you may even have, they're showing me a device to track sleeping. Okay, pay attention to your dreams. I feel like your dreams will be enhanced. But the Nine of Swords showing up, I feel like there is an ending coming to stress, worry, and anxieties. Let's take a look and clarify. What does Capricorn need to know here for the Nine of Swords, please? The Hierophant, traditional teaching versus unconventional thinking. Yeah, because there's a new commitment coming in here. So some of you were a little bit nervous because you weren't sure if, Spirit heard you, right? The Hierophant can be our connection with the divine. And maybe you were staying awake at night praying, asking for a miracle, asking for the universe, Spirit, God, angels, whatever your higher source is. You've really been praying, and sometimes you felt a little bit neglected. Maybe you felt a little bit left out in the cold, wondering, did Spirit even hear my prayers? Is this ever going to happen? Why, yes, it is, Capricorn. The Hierophant is here saying that you have what it takes to keep on going, and you're attracting, and then with the universe's help, with Spirit's help here, you're actually coming out of a situation. So believe in your good luck here. You're being divinely guided towards a lot more when it comes to learning, growing, teaching, taking a look at your beliefs, your values, your morals, all of the above. Now, what are you feeling? You're feeling a little uncertainty. You're not quite sure how, what, when, whom, right? The moon can be needing a little more clarity. It can feel uncertainty at times. It's also about dreams, which is interesting because you have dreams showing up. So pay attention to your dreams, because a lot of you are receiving some very important downloads through your dream state. So I definitely recommend, for those of you that haven't ever started a dream journal, or if you haven't been a person who remembers their dreams, I would keep a little piece of paper next to your nightstand or on your nightstand by your bed, and jot down a few things that you've dreamt about. Even right away, as soon as you wake up, before you look at your phone, before you do anything else, just jot that down, because chances are you'll be able to jog your memory and you'll be able to remember the dream more based on a couple of words that you write down. All right, to clarify why the uncertainty, and you have a lot of cards clarifying, so I see that there's a lot going on in the mind. It's hard to shut the mind down for you at times, Capricorn, because you are focused so intently on building a strong, solid foundation. You want to take the next step, right? You want to hit that next tier, as we were just talking about. You want this follow-up. You want to get creative. You want big changes to happen in your life, and it feels at times, it does feel at times that you are stuck, but Spirit is reminding you that you are authentic. There is no one else like you. You can see all the snowflakes above here, and no one snowflake is the same. So I feel it's important for you to trust in your abilities. Trust that you are authentic, that you are a soul having this human experience. And even though sometimes it's definitely challenging, you've learned some very valuable lessons within those challenges. Now you're able to step up to that next level here because you've learned. Even though there may be some uncertainties here, there's going to be reciprocity. There is an unexpected gift coming in from the universe with the Six of Coins showing up here. And this is all about generous giving. Capricorn, you've been so generous with your time, with your energy, with your heart. And I feel like you're going to reap the rewards of that. Without a doubt. Now, the Eight of Swords can be, as I say, without a doubt. It says self-doubt. Don't doubt that reward is showing up for you, that it is coming back tenfold. What you've put out there is coming back to you. But sometimes here, the Eight of Swords says you may get in your own way with your thoughts or your beliefs, right? Because the Eight of Swords comes before that Nine. And I feel it's important for you to release those mental restrictions. There's been betrayal in the past. You see that here with the Seven of Swords. There's been betrayal. There's been false promises. For some of you, this is even hidden deceit or even self-deception. That's why you have the Moon card here, because the Five of Wands, literally in reverse, says resolving conflict. You may not be sure how it's going to turn out, but you know that it looks a hell of a lot better than it did in the past, right? So the Sun card is all about finding solutions to some of these problems here. And your final card is the Nine of Coins. So I do feel like there will be victorious wins showing up here. I love the Nine of Coins. It's all about creating a life that you love. It's personal achievement and satisfaction, knowing that you did it here. You've got to the top. I feel like you will achieve what it is that you want. Something is coming to fruition here with the tree. I'm surprised we don't see the world in your reading, but we may see it as a clarifier. So what's going on in your environment? What's going on in the surroundings around you? A lot of new beginnings in this physical realm. You have the Ace of Earth. So whether this is a new opportunity being presented to you, maybe even to work from home, for others of you, I do feel like you are presented with some benefits, some new incentives, a raise, a promotion. Okay, you could be going back to school, learning with the Hierophant card. For others of you, if you are a business owner or an entrepreneur, there could be something that you are launching on a social media platform. And I feel like you have the ability here to tap into unlimited abundance. I love the Ace of Pentacles for that, because it means that there is unlimited potential here in prosperity, in financial growth. It's up to you on how you believe. For one, do you believe that you are worthy of this abundance? And if the answer is yes, then the sky's the limit. So shoot big. Ace of Cups again. And there's the clarifier here that you are ready. You're ready to take the next step. You're ready for you to open up your heart and really embrace this energy of a new beginning that satisfies you, not just financially, but emotionally. A lot of you may be in service to others, in service to the world, right? Helping out others, even if it's on a personal level. I feel like you have more than enough to give, and it's time for you to start receiving. Okay, time for you to start receiving. Let's take a look and clarify one more shuffle here. King of Swords and Page of Swords. So I feel with this King of Swords in reverse, some of you are taking a look at old outdated beliefs that no longer serve you, and you're going back to the drawing board in a sense. Okay, so King of Swords energy, and this could be someone around you that at one point maybe they chose ethics over emotion, but someone's letting their guard down a little bit, whether this is you embracing the archetype here of air and energy. Some of you may have strong Libra, Aquarius, Gemini placements. But I am getting that you are thinking new ways, strategic solutions, because sometimes the King of Swords, he can get really stuck in something that he's believed in for quite some time. Now, don't get me wrong. He's very wise. He's very intelligent, and it's worked for him. It's worked for him to believe in what he's believed in because that's what's got him to the top. But sometimes there are shifts. A lot of times there are big changes in how we work, how we do business, right? From keeping track of everything on paper to putting it down in, a computer system. So integration is the key here. And so I feel like there is a new way to integrate that you're being a part of, whether this is you, Capricorn, or whether this is someone around you. Integration is key here. Integration is taking place. So there could be some new ways of doing things that maybe help you work smarter, not harder. Okay? Because that's a big thing of the King of Swords. The King of Swords wants to work smarter. They want to use their brilliance, their genius, right? Their mind, their brains. So I feel like you're coming up with new ways to work smarter, not harder, even if that is integrating the old with the new and embracing new ideas. Okay, really beautiful energy. Now, hopes and fears, you have the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands can be some communication, some message. No, okay. Some of you are fearing the change here that we just talked about with the King of Swords and the Page of Swords. It can be fearful to let your guard down and be open to believing something brand new, right? So for example, if you are going into a new company and they use an entirely new system that you're not familiar with, there can be a little bit of fear around that. Do I have what it takes to learn? You absolutely do. Okay. For those of you who maybe are not familiar with an online program or social media, or maybe you just don't like any of that, right? Maybe you work with a company that works with artificial intelligence, right? And you're thinking, that's not my thing. I'm not into that. It can be difficult for you to stay open-minded at times, but I feel like you're being taught, you have this ability to learn a lot and to commit to a new way of doing things. Okay, so keep yourself open here. You may surprise yourself with the new ideas that come in that actually help you grow and bring in a lot of money. So learning is key here for you. Now, the final outcome, Capricorn, is the King of Water, King of Cups. This King of Cups is someone who's loving and supportive and emotionally intelligent and compassionate, right? This person doesn't let their emotions overrule them. They don't let those emotions get in the way of their success, but they're also in service of others. So some of you would make excellent therapists, doctors, healers, because you're in touch with your emotions. You feel you have a lot of empathy and a lot of compassion, but you know that there's a fine line between. You know how to kind of differentiate. And I feel for you, whatever it is that you are doing or heading towards in your career, it's coming from a place of love. It's coming from a place of, I want to help others. I want to be of service. I want to succeed. And you will. I mean, this king is the King of Cups. Very loving, right? Very compassionate. Let's clarify the King of Cups, please. Showing up here for Capricorn. What do we need to know with the King of Cups? All right. Some of you, with that King of Swords that we seen earlier, you could be military. You may be with someone who has been deployed or who has served, okay? Because we have the Four of Wands showing up again, and I am getting military uniform. Now, they may not be deployed any longer, but you could be moving as well. If you're still in this energy, you may live near a military base. This could be a grandfather, a brother, a sister, whoever this is here. I feel like there is a connection coming together, reunion. Now we also have the Temperance card, which was showing up earlier for you as well. This is about patience. Your patience is going to pay off here because the King of Water, he is patient. And even though at times it doesn't feel like you've been quite patient, you've actually lost your courage at times. You've lost that motivation to be all in. I feel like you are returning to that sense of confidence. And once you feel emotionally ready, which I see you are, right? With that Ace of Cups, you're ready. Things are going to accelerate quite quickly here for you. Back on track, right? You're getting back on track and you will be successful. There's a lot of togetherness and feeling good and finally feeling like you're making some headway. I really love this for you, Capricorn. It's been a long time coming. I'm getting the name Stan, Stanley, Stanford, Stanson, okay, Stan. Stan could be significant, S-T-A-N. That could be in a street name, a last name. It could be someone's first name. Please take it as it resonates. All right, let's get a message from the wisdom of the Oracle. What do we have here, please? All right, we have a change in the wind, but what you don't see coming is it's time to go. Yeah, time to go. So change of the wind here is all about, something shifting and you have change showing up. Literally, you have the word change with the butterfly. You also have the death energy showing up in the near future. There's going to be some change that offers you freedom and happiness and emotional fulfillment, even if it doesn't always feel that way while you're in the midst of change, because sometimes it feels like there's just so much wind and you can't see because your hair is all in your face and it's murky, right? And that's how you feel with the moon. You don't feel like you're able to see clearly. There's so much going on here. And the wind is bringing up some debris and it just feels like a cluster at times with the change. But what you don't see coming is you're actually walking towards and you're already in the vibrational energy of the sun. So when it says it's time to go here, card 45, some of you may be 45 or you may be born on the 12th. I do feel like you are leaving behind this old energy of, it could be a belief, it could be a job, it could be working with someone. Some of you are retiring. Okay, it could be anything that no longer serves you, or you've already maxed out what you've needed to learn or grow from in this situation. Okay, so 45 is the card that we're going to tune into. And the message for you, Capricorn, is endings. Completion. There's that world. Beautiful. So we didn't see the world card coming up, but this time to go is basically, completion. Wrapping something up here because there's nothing else to learn or experience. You are at the end of one journey and have not yet begun the next. This is the moment to bless your experience thus far. Take stock of what you've learned. It's time to move on, Capricorn, to new experiences and a new way of being. There is nothing left for you to do, be, or experience in your present circumstances. Take the risk and move on, even if you need to be in a transition for a time because your destiny is calling you. The message is clear. The path you've been on with your work, creative projects, and business alliances, they have come to, they've come to a standstill in order for you to move on. Okay, they've come to this end. You will not find success you desire by continuing with what is right in front of you because this is an auspicious time, Capricorn. Because there is no choice that will benefit you other than risking stepping into the unknown. And we see that here. We see that with the clover. This is about taking a chance, gambling. Then we see that with the moon card, stepping into the unknown. And some of you are really fearing this unknown, but what's coming out on the other side is the King of Cups. There's nothing to fear with the King of Cups. This is an auspicious time. It's time to walk towards something new. This card also pertains to the more neutral concept of completion. You finished your tasks and can rest assured that this ending will open up a powerful new avenue of opportunity, even better than any you could have ever imagined. You have done all you can. Now trust that Spirit keeps the plan moving forward. Fortune requires you to conclude this chapter of your life. And remember that when you close one door, another opens. Beautiful. And in the very beginning of your reading, we kept seeing here deadline, right? Coming close to this finish line here. That's what this is all about here. You finished your tasks. You can finally weight the world off your shoulders here, because I feel like this ending is actually bringing a powerful new opportunity. That's that Ace of Pentacles here for you, Capricorn. So fortune requires you. Fortune is the clover. It says good fortune literally on this card. Good fortune requires you to trust, right? To trust and conclude this chapter of your life. So I'm loving the synchronicity showing up here. Now let's take a few moments to get a few messages from your spirit animals. And at this time, Capricorn, I just ask, if you can, please close your eyes and take a nice deep breath in from your solar plexus chakra. And I want you to imagine the first animal or animals that show up in your mind's eye. Now this could be an animal that flies high in the sky. Perhaps your animal swims deep in the sea. This animal could be wild, magical, mystical, or even domesticated. Perhaps your animal has crossed over the rainbow bridge or even visited through your dreams. There is no right or wrong answer, Capricorn. And if you need a minute, just pause the video and come back when you are ready. And for those of you that would like to be entered into the free monthly reading giveaway, where I draw one lucky winner around the first of each month, all you need to do is drop your power animals in the comment section box below the video. And I personally will enter you into the giveaway where I draw one lucky winner around the first of the month. All right, let's get to your messages here. You have Frog Spirit, card 28. You also have number 56, 65, and 30. So some of you could be 30 years old, 65, 56, or 28. You may be born on the 30th or the 28th. Now right away, Frog Spirit says it's time to clean out the clutter, right? Clear out the clutter, the mental clutter, the physical clutter, the emotional clutter. It's time to clear it all out, because it is not going where you are going, right? There's a new beginning here. And in order for us to usher in this new energy, we can't hang on to the baggage of the past or of the old that no longer serves us. So Frog Spirit, clearing it out. Some of you may even be clearing out a desk space or an office space. Okay, there could be something shifting where you are, but it's a good decluttering. I feel like it's much needed. You're walking away from something to head towards something better. So some of you have a new job offer. There could actually be a move where you're packing and you're just kind of throwing away things as you go. So clear out the clutter. Next, you have Spider Spirit, make your dreams real. And again, more talk about dreams. We have that in the Nine of Swords, the Moon card, and now the Spider. So make your dreams real. What is it that you dream about? Even if this is your daydreams, okay? It's time to create that reality and live it, okay? Create that heaven on earth. Whale Spirits, card 65 says, trust the great mystery. Trust is such a huge thing that is lacking in so many people, because we want to have that sense of control. We want to be able to trust that things are working out. But sometimes when we feel like we're going through that change in the wind, right? When we feel like things are going all around us and we don't know which way is up or which way is down, it can be hard to trust. But there is a lot of really beautiful things coming in here for you, Capricorn, but you must trust and believe that, yes, they are here for you. Remember, your overall energy is the sun. This is abundance. This is fortune. This is fame. For some of you, this is a huge glow up, right? It is something that you've wanted for quite some time, and boom, it's here. It's almost like a deer in the headlights kind of energy here. Is you've been working so hard and so hard and so hard that boom, finally the spotlight's on you. Don't pause, right? It's time to move forward. And I feel like you have Grasshopper. It's time for you to take that leap of faith. Okay, take a leap of faith is what Grasshopper Spirit says. And I love this as well, because there's no other cards out here that have a crown on the animal. And you have the grasshopper spirit wearing a crown, and your final card is the King of Cups. It is about that masculine energy here of action, but also being able to blend that feminine and masculine energy, co-creating, working with spirit, taking that leap of faith and trusting that there are better things moving forward. All right. Wow. Now, last but not least, let's see which crystal, gemstone, mineral, or fossil you can work with, Capricorn, in the month of October to help you towards your most prosperous path. What do we have here for Capricorn? Okay, pay attention to the street sweeper. Okay, what does that mean? The street sweeper. I mean, some of you may actually see, I haven't seen one in a long time. So if you guys just seen a street sweeper, or if it shows up, come back to this video and post it. I'm getting here street sweeper. So someone cleaning up the street, right? It could be one of those big machines that clean the street. There's something here about you cleaning your side of the street, or focusing on, you know, a clear path forward here, cleaning it up. I like this energy, but I feel physically there could actually be a street sweeper, and that could be a sign that you are heading towards the right direction, that you are moving forward. That's a sign from spirit. All right, and lastly, you have rhodonite. I love the crystal rhodonite. It's card 47. Some of you may be 47 years old, and it opened right to the page here. This is all about harmony. Harmony when it comes to relationships, when it comes to connections. It's about reciprocity and generosity. It's also discovering hidden talents so you can share them with others, Capricorn, and you have a lot of them. Remember that healer you meant to check out? Or that advisor that you said you wanted to contact? Rhodonite spirit has come to say, now's the time to reach out. Connect with someone who can help you mend what has become frayed or even broken, so you can ensure your prosperity will flow again. Perhaps it's time that you've explored some of your hidden talents and revealed them. Yeah, there's the great revealing with the sun. It's about you exposing your true authenticity. Remember that snowflake? You're authentic. Connect with someone. Let's see here. You are called now to be fearless and generous. Abundant help is available to you, and there is much more you can do to experience wealth. Take a class, learn from an expert in an area where you feel unsure, and soon you will see that you are rich in resources. People will show up with plenty to give: time, money, guidance, whatever it is you need. Prosperity is your natural state, and in working with others in partnerships right now, you'll find it easier to believe that and manifest whatever it is that you value. Now, rhodonite, whether you have this crystal, whether you are interested in purchasing it, all you have to do is tune into the energy here of rhodonite and call it in. It can actually help us identify our hidden talents. It asks us to embrace them and ascertain how we may use them in a heart-based service. This goes hand in hand with the King of Water, the King of Cups. So this is a heart-based service. This stone reminds us that we each were given a special gift, and we received it in order to share it with the world. The world is your final word, and that's how we're closing down your reading. And we've kept bringing up the world energy, so that world can be reaching people on a global or worldwide level. It is about sharing your unique gifts with the world, being of service, keeping that heart open. Trust that amazing things are coming in for you, Capricorn. Believe, trust, you will succeed in ways that blow your mind, right? That blow your mind, that you never could have dreamed or thought possible. I want you to shoot for the stars. Shoot for the stars. As they say, shoot for the stars and you still land on the moon, and you have the moon showing up here. All right, Capricorn, that is what I have for you. I hope it resonates. If so, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. It certainly helps get the divine channeled messages out there to those that need it most, and it certainly helps the channel grow. I would love to see those comments below with your power animals. I will be drawing a lucky winner around the 1st of each month. So if you haven't already hit that subscribe and bell button, please do so you don't miss that notification. Thank you so much, Capricorn, for spending your precious time and energy here today. Lots of love.